Hey everybody, good morning and welcome back to Marketing Minute with Ronald Couming. Today we're going to talk about social media marketing tips for 2021. And today we're at tip 4, which is focus on engagement, not views and followers. This is very important because the way social media has changed in the last couple of years, it's not been recent. I can remember I did a video in Las Vegas on one of my trips, probably at least 3 years ago, maybe even 4, where I talked at that time about how the social media platforms are now restricting organic reach. So if you are just putting up a post and you have, let's say, 1,000 followers, just for round numbers, it could be 50,000. Okay, so just you do the same math. But if you had 1,000 followers, only 2 to 4%, 3, maybe 5% would actually see your post. Would actually land on their page, right? So if, let's say it's 2 to 4, let's say it's 3%, split the difference, and you have 1,000 followers. That means 30 people. 20 to 40, we'll say 30 in the middle, will actually see your post if they're online. Now, the social media platform might choose to put it on their platform, and they might not even be online. It's just that, they were one of the ones that they chose, especially if somebody is commenting and looking at your site. You're going to see a lot more of their posts, and they're going to see a lot more of your posts than some of your other followers, because if they're not engaging with you, the ones who are going to get. So you're not really going to get anybody new. You're just going to get the same 30 or 40 people over. And why is this? It's because the search engines, as well as the social media platforms, they're businesses. If they gave you reach to 100% of your audience, right? The odds that you would actually buy an ad or pay for some type of banner ad or something, sponsored post, would drop. So this is a business to them. So getting a big list of followers and viewers watching your posts is not enough to efficiently promote your business. You must convince your potential users to connect and engage with you. Make sure that you respond to the comments and queries left by your audience. Keep your eye on the ground, know what is trending, and apply them accordingly. So you can actually make posts about what's going on in the news and somehow surround it to you, right? That's kind of called newsjacking. Here's one thing that you can talk about. While it's true, given the current situation, 27% of all small businesses, and that's anybody with 250, or it might even be 500 now, but definitely 250 or less employees. So we're not talking about just the mom and pop shops or the one person with 3 employees. We're talking about some businesses with 200, 250 employees. So 27% of all small businesses in the United States have closed recently. Okay, this is a newsjacking opportunity that I'm telling you could use on social media. So what that means is that those businesses who had customers and clients and they were serving their needs no longer exist. But guess what? Those customers and clients still exist and still need their needs met, right? Or whatever service, product, or solution that they were getting. So what that means is, for the businesses that still have survived or are hanging on, there is there's 25, 20, there's just, 30 times the potential for them to pick up those other clients if they appropriately market, right? So that's one of the things that we do. We help people with online marketing, websites, social media, email marketing. Funnels is a big deal, getting, connecting with people and hook, story, offer. There's a whole thing, but I want to keep this post kind of focused on social media marketing. It's a tip for 2021. 4, it is focus on engagement, not views and followers. And remember, if you have 1,000 followers and Google is showing it to, or Facebook rather, is showing it to 40 people, let's say you locked out, but you're getting 10 people to comment on it. the uneducated person is going to see that you only had 10 out of 1,000. They're going to be like, you got no engagement. What are those, fake followers? But in reality, you have a 25% engagement, which is amazing, right? That's great engagement. So if every single post you had 25% or more, you're doing good, right? But that means 10 people, right, out of 1,000 actually commented. And here's another statistic: when you put up your post, within the first hour, whatever action happens, so to speak, like, shares, and comments, has the most effect on the algorithms for that post and other posts going forward. So if you consistently have a lot of action in the first hour that you put up your posts, so you want to focus on engagement, even asking questions. I did a thing one time and I said, what's your favorite ice cream? And then, I got like 20 people in like 20 minutes, right? But then they would say ice cream or chocolate. And I would say, is that with Jimmy's or nuts on top? Or, then they would say pistachio. And I say, is that with hot chocolate or by itself? Or is that on a cone or is that in a cup? So let's say I got 20. Then I asked 20 questions. Then they answered. Then I said, wow, that's great. Any other ideas? So now, I've turned that 20 into 80 comments inside of 30 minutes, right? Now, whatever your line of business is, maybe you could ask a question, create a survey, so sometimes just making a blanket statement, people see it, cool, bang, they'll give you a like and then move on, right? But there's no real engagement. And engagement, as far as the search engine goes, is a share, a comment, and a like. So the more shares you get, the algorithms see that people view you as whatever that content is as quality. Everybody wants a good user experience, right? So if you have a lot of shares, the algorithms will eventually pick that up and see that you have what people are looking for whatever that subject matter is. So if you can focus on your shares, your comments, your shares, your comments, and your likes. And that's why sometimes you'll see people, well, if you like what I said, please put a 1 in the comment. And if you think that, what's better, Facebook or Instagram? If you like Instagram better, put 1 in the comment. If you think Facebook is better for business, put 2 in the comment. And they'll sit there and then pop up, So it's a way of just getting comments. But here's another thing, right? Those 1-word, 1-letter comments don't really matter. Try to get them to use 4 letters. 4 letters, 4 words, 4 numbers, all right? So 1, because the algorithms have caught that, right? So maybe you want to use something that says 4, type in results. If you think that having results in your business is important, please type in results. What's that, 6 letters? So definitely know the algorithms if you want to grow your business, and you're going to use these platforms, and also look at all the stuff that's going on. They just shut down, whether you agree with it or not, they just shut down the sitting president of the United States, the most powerful man in the free world. Again, whether you like him or not, it's not the issue, right? But it's staggering. It's beyond comprehensible that not only do they have that power, they rationalize it and justify it, and half of the country think it's right. Now, if anybody, they just a lot of videos on YouTube got shut down. Chess playing, because they talked about black and white. The spaces that's on the boards, black knight to white 57 or whatever it is, right? White 12, rook to black 10, or whatever the spaces, because they have the numbers, their blocks, their colors, and their numbers. So YouTube wiped out a bunch of their videos on chess because they thought that they were racial, right? It's gone. What's happened in this country is absolutely insane. So what that tells you is that you can't count on these platforms for your business. So if you noticed in my description below, I've given out free resources and a free consultation. My goal is to give away those free resources, right? How to grow a Facebook group, how to do your own page SEO, Instagram, LinkedIn. These are step-by-step guides, right? But in order for and totally, you can, I put it together. It's enough for you to know it and do it and get results from it, right? You don't have to pay anybody. But in order to get that, they have to give me their contact information, their email and their phone number. So now I have my own database, because they could shut me down. Even the example I just gave of YouTube, as I'm thinking about it, because I used those words in the same sentence a couple of times, they might be, shutting me down, or at least this video might get pulled, right? But I mean, that's how crazy it is. I'm giving you an example, and I'm talking about chess, the game of chess, right? So it's absolutely insane what's going on. And no one in the world would have thought that this was possible 6 months or a year ago. So the point is, you can't have your business based on any social media platform, because it could be gone tomorrow. So if you have a large following now, or if you're starting to develop, or you want to develop a following on social media, set up a way where you're giving away free quality gifts, get them to your website, get their email, right? And then they can contact you and speak with you through your website. So God forbid something happens on one of these platforms to your material, you could be in Facebook jail for, somebody DMs you and you send them a couple of links, and if the algorithms pick up that that's too many links in a day, a week, a month, or whatever the case may be, they'll shut you down thinking you're spamming people, even though they asked you for it. So get your database, create your own database of people who are interested in what you're doing. So give away some free quality gifts, require email, phone number, and that way there, email and name, of course, right? So you can stay in touch with them no matter what happens, on the forums. But this was a long-winded, it was short. I wrote probably 60 words to convey, but there's always examples. But engagement, the key thing is to focus on engagement. Your views and your followers, is not what you really care about. Because if people are viewing it, but they're not commenting or sharing or liking it, that's, it's not really helping you that much, right? So maybe ask for them inside the video, at least initially, just because sometimes people don't even think about it. They liked it, they were cool, and then their daughter or son is calling them, or their dog's got to get fed, right? So now their mind's on something else. So anyhow, this is Ron Couming from RCS Online Solutions. We help business owners and entrepreneurs, much like you, attract, convert, and retain your ideal customers and clients to achieve even greater success. If there's anything I can do to help you going forward, either create your online presence, set up a website, update the website, set up some funnels, update your funnels, create the whole payment cycle using Sniper, PayPal, or whatever. Get those products, services, and solutions you have in front of your target audience. Let me know. That's exactly what we do. And if we're doing like your off-page SEO, we will guarantee you getting you ranked on the first page of the top 4 search engines, one or more of the top 4 search engines for one or more of the keywords that we talk about before you even pay us. So we promise you results before you pay us. And so with that said, if you're looking for guaranteed results, because if we don't produce, you don't pay us. So it is no risk to you. Thank you very much, and I hope you have a great day. Bye for now.